Hey everyone, welcome back to Is Your Six Covered? You're going to hear some items that you probably may or may not have heard about fire extinguishers. So let's get into them. Basically, if you have fire extinguishers at the home, it's definitely a great thing to to have. It's another insurance. It's you're prepping for a fire, you could say, preparing for the unknown, right? Well, fire extinguishers come in different shapes and sizes, and we can get into that in a different video, but the reason why I'm doing this video is so you can actually hear some stuff that you may never hear about. Inside of the fire extinguisher is a dry chemical for a class ABC. Okay, and when you go to pick up one of these, depending on what you're trying to use it for, but most likely in a household setting, you're going to see a ABC. So it'll put out those three types of fires. But the reason why we're talking about this is after this sits there, basically you have pressurized air, and then you have a dry chemical or powder. And if it's been sitting on the wall for more than, say, a year, you need to really break up this chemical and get it back into a fluffy powder so it doesn't sit there like old sugar or that kind of material where it all just is a big clump of dry powder. So if I was to not shake these up or to beat them up a little bit and get that powder nice and fluffy, if I did have a fire and I pulled the pin and I squeezed and I shot it at the base of the fire, more than likely just the air would come out of it. Okay, so what we do is we basically can take these after a while and you just flip them upside down and you just whack them a little bit and you get that powder broken up, and then you know that if you do this every so often, maybe every 6 months at your house, you're gonna know that this thing will work when you want to use it. Okay, things to look for is there's a full, depending on what you're looking at, depending on which type it is. Here's two different types, but you're gonna have a little needle and it's gonna show. So if it's in the green, that means it's good and it's ready to go. And if it's in the red over here, it needs to be recharged. And on this side, it can actually be overcharged. So just a quick tip for the day. If you have an extinguisher that's sitting at your house, and you've had it for a while, flip them over and just break that chemical up. Just so, again, like I said, you'll know that if you have to use it, it's going to be able to work. Okay? So I hope this helps. Some things to think about around the house. These kind of sit here and they just kind of sit on the wall till you need them, but if you don't maintain them and take care of them, then they may not work when you need them to. So again, have a great day. Give me a like, a thumbs up, take care, and remember, is your six covered? Bye.